What is happening, guys? Mike here, Modern Man TV. Welcome back to my channel for an all new product review. Today we are going to be taking a look at a product line by the name of the Iron Society, and I'm going to be checking out one of their oil-based pomades and their water-based pomades. I'm going to be giving you the full rundown of these two products that were sent to me, give you my full thoughts, and hopefully give you a better look at this line from the outside in. Now, to be perfectly honest with you, I had never heard of the Iron Society or their brand or their products, but I checked out their website like I do with any review, and I was pretty taken back by their presentation, how cool their labels looked. The labels are beautifully designed. We're going to take a closer look at both products here in a second and you'll see for yourself. Things kind of changed a little bit when I actually started to use them, but we will get to that later in the video. But in this video, I'm going to go over the usual stuff for both products. That being texture, fragrance, application, shine, slickness, and strength. I'll also go over a couple extra details with each product, such as endurance, how well each product can be restyled, and then just my overall thoughts. Before we take a closer look at the products, the Iron Society comes from Portland, Oregon, which happens to be the neighboring town of my hometown where I was born at. So having that connection to the brand was definitely cool for me, and I really wanted to like these products. And being a reviewer, sometimes you find yourself in that position where you really want to like something, but at the end of the video, your honesty and your reliability to your subscribers is everything. Let's start by taking a closer look at the jars themselves.
The Iron Society Water-Based Pomade comes in a 3.75 ounce beautifully designed amber jar. The product itself is very typical of a gel type pomade, but more on that in a second. Now let's take a look at the Firm Hold Oil-Based Pomade. On the outside we can see a difference in color scheme in the label, as well as a difference in weight, being this one as 3 ounces versus the water base, which is 3.75 ounces.
One thing I noticed right away about the oil-based pomade was that it is very basic in formula. White petroleum, beeswax, lanolin, and essential oils. And one thing that I noticed about pomades that are like this and some other ones that are real basic in formula is that either some people really like them or some people don't want to waste their time on them because they're so basic. I personally don't mind it, but I know some people really do. So now that we've taken a closer look at both products, let's talk about the water-based first. The scent of the water-based pomade is kind of hard for me to pinpoint. I found it to be kind of a bold, masculine scent. The water-based pomade itself is a gel type, so that means it hardens up in your hair. So coming out of the jar is pretty typical for a gel type water-based pomade. It's scooped out of the jar super easy, but when I started to spread it through my hands, before putting it into my hair, that's where I noticed things kind of start to shift a little bit. I found the application process of this water-based pomade to be very difficult. It was very dry, and I never experienced that with a water-based pomade before, being that it's water-based. And when I tested this pomade, it was about 70, 75 here in Nebraska, and I was going out to dinner with my wife, so I started off with my hair looking like this, and then we were only gone about an hour and a half. And this is what my hair looked like when we got home. So it totally just deflated. It was not at all anything what I expected or what I'm used to when it comes to a water-based pomade. As far as shine goes, I didn't see any shine hardly at all, but I just figured that's how the product was designed. And then as far as restylability goes, it really was non-existent, because even with water, it just washed the product out of my hair and then left me with nothing. So in a sense that's good, because the product washes out with water, so yay. So I decided I was pretty much done with that and was gonna move on to the oil-based pomade. Now, to start off with, the scent, again, we got this masculine, rugged aroma that I actually found to be really awesome. Again, I found it to be pretty pleasant. I haven't tried the original hold. I've just had experience with the firm hold, so I can't give an opinion on what it's like compared to the original hold. But this one they sent me, with application-wise, was actually pretty easy. It scooped out really well, went through my hair very easily. Combing wise, it was just the right amount of sticky, So slickness was all there, everything was pleasant, but my only complaint is that I found it very difficult to achieve an overall style with. I tried to pomp with it, it kind of took me a while. I just kind of struggled in the styling department, and I don't know if that was my hair type colliding with the pomade or if it was the pomade itself. It's definitely greasy, so if you're into that, that's definitely a plus for this pomade. And strength-wise, I definitely found it to be a medium. Endurance, I felt like it kind of went a little soft on me, but the fact that I could kind of reshape and restyle kind of made up for that for me. And as for shine, I thought it had some really decent shine. It wasn't too shiny, but it wasn't as dull in appearance as the water-based pomade. It definitely had some nice greasy shine. So my final thoughts on this line. I personally was not a fan of the water-based pomade. It really just didn't jive well with me. For the oil-based pomade, however, I would say that that one is actually a decent product, even though it is so basic in formula. Where it sits for me is kind of in that medium point where I have definitely tried better pomades and I have definitely tried worse pomades. If you want to check them out, I will put where you can find them in the description down below. I want to thank Chris and the Iron Society for sending me these products to review, and I appreciate you guys checking out this video. I'm going to be back with you guys at the end of the week with another pomade review, and I will see you guys then.